Okay, here we have it again. We've got more than one log involved here. These are logs base 4. I know for sure that x has to be greater than 0. Another thing, 4x plus 3 also has to be greater than 0 because I cannot take the log of something that's negative. Can't be done. Okay, that means that 4x has to be greater than negative 3, which means that x has to be greater than negative 3/4. So all I have to worry about is just the fact that x has to be greater than 0, because if it's greater than 0, it's definitely greater than 3/4. Okay, get out of here, 3/4. Did I say 3/4? I meant negative 3/4. Okay, this is the difference of two logs. And so actually, first thing, I can use my exponent rule just to combine this on this side. Log of x squared minus the log base 4, 4x plus 3. And that's equal to negative 1. This is the difference of two logs, which I can then convert conveniently to the quotient of the two logs. And so this is x squared over 4x plus 3. Put brackets on there so the 4 doesn't migrate in with everything else. Is equal to negative 1. Okay. Remember how I said solving logarithmic equations, often you have to turn it into exponential equations? Well, this is one of those situations. Okay. So I'm going to turn it into its equivalent exponential form. So this really means 4 to the exponent negative 1 is equal to x squared over 4x plus 3. And so here we go. Let's convert it to exponential form. Okay. Now that really just means right, so now here we are. We have fractions and everything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 4, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 4x plus 3. So multiplying everything by 4 gets rid of that. Multiplying everything by 4x plus 3 is effectively going to get rid of what I have on the bottom here. Okay, this is looking good already. And by good already, I mean, you know, sort of, maybe a little terrifying. Okay, so 4x squared is equal to 4x plus 3. There it is, cleaned up, off the street. 4x squared minus 4x minus 3 equals 0. And so this is one of those, let's factor a quadratic thing. And so I think it's going to be like 2, it's going to be something like this. I'm going to say 2x minus 3 because it ends in a 3, and then I'm going to go 2x plus 1, and that'll give me 4x squared plus 2x minus 6x minus 3, which is going to give me back my original. Okay, so these two things are equal to 0. So 2x minus 3 being equal to 0 is going to make that true, which means that x would be equal to 3 halves. Okay. And sure, that meets this restriction over here. So this one's good. Let's do the other one, because this could also make it true. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 1/2. And this one does not matter because it is not greater than 0. And so that's not a solution. Okay, so there we have it. We've solved this second sort of